probably my #1 thing of just like, how do we train these dancers to work? We teach them to love dance more than anything in the world. And we teach them that it is an art form that is forever evolving, and it's forever unobtainable. You will never find the end. It is always changing and always growing. And it's not about the steps. It's not about the solo that you didn't want and you didn't like that song. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about a genuine love of dance. You know, in your studios, you guys have all these different kinds of kids, right? Like we all have the kids that are like, I'm just here because I've been doing this a long time. And then you have the kids that is just this special little peanut where you're like, you are so special, but I think you're never going to dance in your entire life. Right? And then you've got the kid who's like a robot, meticulous, I do everything exactly right, perfectionist kid. Like we've got all these different kinds of kids. So how do we as teachers cultivate each one of their little desires and passions? I'm going to be honest and say, we, I think as teachers, have a responsibility to guide a lot of these kids with that. If you've got special peanut girl who's, 4'2", athletic body, let's say, 4'2", athletic body, not real coordinated, and all she wants to do is dance behind Beyonce, we gotta figure out how we're gonna guide that girl. Because I think what's interesting is there is a school of thought of like, you can do anything you want. Yes, kind of. Because if we're not guiding that little peanut to figure out, maybe Beyonce is not the person you're gonna dance behind. If you wanna dance, I bet you there's a job out there that could be better suited for you. Because you know what? We are doing a live stage version of Finding Dory at El Capitan. And we are only looking for 4'2" peanut girls. But if this girl, all she ever wanted to do was dance for Beyonce, and she moves out to LA and she goes to the first 3 or 4 auditions and gets cut immediately and can't work and can't figure it out, that might be that spirit. But she goes, "Oh, my teacher always told me I could dance for Beyonce." If there's not something in her head that we can guide and tell, like if there's not something in her head that goes like, maybe not Beyonce, but this. And that's a hard thing to do as a teacher, right? Because also you like scared of the wrath of parents, like some parent like, how dare you tell my kid that she's never gonna be able to dance for Beyonce. I had a ballet teacher tell me when I was like 11, like basically, you are not good. You will never be a ballet dancer. And I remember in the moment being horrified. But it was kind of like, I remember he said, you're not flexible, you don't have flexible hips, you're not tall. You most likely are never going to be a ballet dancer. Crushed. I didn't want to be a ballet dancer, but it was crushed that I didn't even have the option. Thank God he said that to me, because what if I had gone to New York and I was like, I'll be in New York City ballet. I am. Thank God I like kind of shut that door. I was like, you know what? Because after I was crushed and I got my evaluation thing from camp, and it's just like probably not ever going to be about. Once I stopped crying, and once my mom and dad were like, well, you know what? He didn't say you're never going to be a dancer. Just said you're never going to be a ballet dancer. Once I shut that door, I realized, okay, I'm not going that path. I still will know that ballet is important for me, but that's not me. So then it was a feeling of like, but there's this whole other world of dance. There's modern dance. There's the dance on TV. There's Broadway, right?